Right, so in this question we can use a calculator, okay, and we've got here, it says this office equipment depreciates at a rate of 18% of its value at the beginning of that year. So the word depreciate, right, just means it goes down, right? Sounds like decrease, doesn't it? Depreciates, decreases in value. That's what happens, isn't it, to a lot of things, equipment. It loses its value. 18% of its value at the beginning of that year. Find the nearest £100, the value of its office equipment at the end of 3 years of depreciation. Okay. Now the thing with depreciation is that the depreciation won't stay the same each year. Okay, it'll be different each year. Okay, and as we'll see now. So the beginning was 35,000. That's what it was worth. Okay, in sort of like the first year. So it's going to now depreciate by 18%. Okay, so that's the value at the beginning of the year. Okay, think about that as the value at the beginning, yeah, at the beginning of the year, like January the 1st, and then we'll work out then what it will be at the end of that year. Okay, right at the end of the year, December 31st. So over that year, it's lost 18% in value. So if I work out 18% of 35,000, okay, now you need to obviously change this to a decimal. So 18% is 0.18. Okay, so decimal of means times 35,000. So we'll work that out on my calculator. 0.18 times 35,000. Important to write down your method here, what you're actually working out on your calculator, and it comes to 6,300. Okay, so that's what it depreciates by in that first year. So they bought the equipment maybe on January the 1st. It lost that in value. So you could say, look, at end of first year, that's what I write. At end of first year, let's see what it's worth. Okay, it will be 35,000, take away 6,300. So, and we get 28,700. So it's worth a lot less at the end of the first year. So then it depreciates again then by 18% in the second year. But it's not going to be the same as that, right? Because it depreciates by 18% of the value it starts with. And that's the value it's going to start with, isn't it? In year 2. January the 1st, that's what it's going to be worth. Okay, so now we work out 18% of that. Okay, so again, 0.18, show your method, right? So 0.18 times 28,700, and that comes to 5,166. Now it depreciates by less now, okay, because we're working at 18%, but obviously now it's 18% of a smaller amount, okay, smaller amount each year, because it drops in value. So it comes out as that, 18%. So let's then, you know, that's what it loses over the whole year. So we can say then at the end of the second year, okay, try and think about the process, you know, that's what it's worth at the start of the second year. It's at the end of the second year, then 31st of December, it's lost that in value, right? So depreciate. So we started with that, didn't we, at the start of the year? This is lost value, you take away, so we do 28700, take away 5166, and that comes to 23534. So that's the end of the second year. We want it 3 full years, right? So we do then a third year, 18% of now this value here, 23534. So again, write down your method, what you're going to type into your calculator. So we've got, if I type that in, I get that on my calculator, right? If you see that there, fraction. So if I press the ST, I can then write that then, okay, write it out in full. Of course, we got 12 pence there as well, okay? So we take that away then, yeah? So at the end of the third year, two, 3, 5, 3, 4, take away 4236.12, and I get on my calculator 19297.88. Okay, and just be careful here because it says find to the nearest £100 value of it, so that would be 19,300 pounds to the nearest £100. Okay, so we round that up because it's closer to the £300, and we've given the answer as they want in the question. So 19,300 is the value of it at the end of 3 years.